What's up, everybody? I'm gonna make this real quick. I'm trying to make this real quick. See, Tyson Fury, he won against Deontay Wilder, but that's not the point. That what is the subject right now? What is the subject right now? And is guess what? What did he do in the fight? What did he do in his past? Because all of that's coming out here to haunt this guy and stuff like that, and people want to be like, well, what about this and what about these and these other fighters and stuff like that? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that you can cheat with your gloves and your gloves still get approved by the boxing commission, still get approved by both teams and stuff like that. You can still cheat with the hand wraps in the gloves. Is what happens when nobody is looking. That's what people are talking about. Now, Tyson Fury, yeah, the dude did circumvent the rules. So what happens when you circumvent the rules? It's called fucking cheating. Then you have to ask yourself, did Tyson Fury come in the ring knowing that he was going to, with intentions of doing what he did with his gloves? Or having his gloves look like the way they did in the ring? Did he come in the ring like that with those intentions? Did Tyson Fury come in the ring with the intent to choke, to use his elbows, to slap in the back of the head and all that stuff? Did he come in the ring to do that? Because if he did it to circumvent the rules, which is called fucking cheating. When you're not when you're not doing what you're supposed to do in the ring, when you're not doing what you're supposed to do in the rings, far as per the rules of the boxing commission and the boxing organizations or boxing organization, then what is it called? It's called fucking cheating. When Charlo water bottle incident popped up, people said he cheated automatically without even knowing the rules. The rules don't say it has to be it has to be a translucent or a clear water bottle. Because all the water is approved, everything that goes in there is approved by the boxing commission. But now with Tyson Fury, we have a guy that comes out and say, and a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people on boxing scene in the forums and stuff like that, was saying that there's a bunch of horse shit for somebody to say that they blamed it on a wild boar. Either it be his high testosterone levels or nandrolone or whatever. It was a bunch of BS. Everybody knew it was a bunch of BS. And he did his 2 years. Now, it's not the fact that he did his time that we could come back and say that this and the third. Tyson Fury was the one that said he was going to make UCAT bankrupt. L-Foul player, what's happening, my brother? I'm just going to be on it for a minute. If you want to get on, I'll let you on. I'll put it in there. Don't matter. Tyson Fury is the one that said he's going to make UCAT bankrupt. Not me. Not you. I'm the one that's been going around here saying that Tyson Fury was full of shit when he's going around here talking about that he got what's that shit? Depression. Where all that loud talk now? We don't hear you loud talking. We don't hear you celebrating like you like before the fight. You lost energy. Where the energy at now? And that's what, and to me, that's what happens. When you cheat against somebody and you win, the victory ain't that fun. The victory ain't that meaningful. Is it? It ain't that meaningful. Now, when they go up in the press conference and stuff like that, yeah, he gonna be back talking shit and stuff like that on his high horse and stuff like that because he won and stuff like that. But guess what? There's still some questions that need to be asked. Now, if everybody want to come out here and talk about how they like Anthony Joshua, how they like Dillian White, how they like all these other fighters out there because they exhibit themselves to be exemplary citizens. Because they show themselves to be exemplary citizens. But then when you start seeing shit that's unbecoming of a boxer, unbecoming of an athlete, unbecoming of what the rules and regulations state, then what do you call it? You call it cheating. That's what the fuck you call it. You call it cheating. There ain't no way around it. If somebody else did this same thing, was going through the same stuff, and they didn't have a belt, they didn't have no winning record, what would happen to them? What would happen to those guys that don't have people behind them, don't have money on the line and stuff like that? What would happen to them? They will be fucking gone. Now, with this farmer coming out and stuff like that, I think it's going to be swept under the rug. And that B, it ain't his first time. It won't be his last. I think UCAT's going to sweep it under the rug. And the reason why I think UCAT's going to sweep it under the rug, because UCAT did not investigate the pig meat. They didn't. You know what they did? They took his word for it, and they didn't investigate. This is what they did. This is what I would have did. I would have showed up to the farm. And then when I showed up to the farm, I would have asked for fucking receipts of all the wild boar, of all the fucking cattle that he had on his land. Because when you're selling meat, I don't care what it is in countries like these. There's a way of going around things, and because everything has taxes, everything has things called health concerns around them. So you have to have what you sold, right? You have to have what you bought, what the fuck you sold, because it ain't wild boar unless what? It was in the wild. And if it is on your land, you gotta do a certain amount of things to get that motherfucker to grow hair, to get that motherfucker to grow tusks, and to keep those tusks. Because guess what? Testosterone levels are in there. Even with beef, with cows. They don't snip the fucking cow nuts right away. They wait for the cow to get so big and stuff like that. And the reason why they do it, the reason why they snip the nuts is because if they don't snip the nuts, the testosterone and everything will mess up the fucking flavor of the meat. So they wait till it gets a certain amount. They wait till it gets at least about 1,000 pounds before they snip the fucking cow's nuts. The same thing with the pigs. You gotta let them grow before you snip the nuts, because if you don't, they won't grow as big. And then not only that, you will lose money off of hanging weight. Alpha player, what's happening, baby?
Hey, Mike, what it is, man? Thanks for letting me on.
Not much. I was gonna get on here for about 10 minutes because I'm out there, barbecuing these ribs, these pork ribs, for Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying?
Disgusting.
Yeah, man. So I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about this, man, because I just think that, when people going around here talking about why they don't like Deontay Wilder because of this and the third before he fought Tyson Fury for the first time. And when you look at all these other boxers out there and stuff like that, even Alexander Povetkin, ain't nobody talking about him. Ain't nobody calling him a drug cheat. They talking about what good of a fight is this gonna be. These cats and these people, they don't care who cheated. They don't care if the motherfucker cheated in the ring to win a belt. They don't give a fuck. The only thing they give a fuck about is their favorite hero their favorite guy winning. And boxing goes on from there. They pick the guy to win. They're going to run with it. There's no Ron Sportsman League, what's happening. That's the reason why I believe UCAT's going to sweep it under the rug. Ain't what they going to do. Well, all this money on the line, do they want to be the ones to be the bearer of bad news? Do they want to be the ones to be the bearer of bad news and show that they didn't even investigate properly? I don't think so. I think they're going to sweep it under the rug. You know, they're going to say that no matter what the outcome is, blah, blah, whoop, 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 he did his 2 years or whatever the case may be till we had his next fight and stuff like that. But then you got to take into account for UCAT rules states that, you know what I'm saying, when you under suspension, you can't be training with other people and stuff like that. You can't be in association. So I think they're gonna sweep it under the rug. What do you think, El?
Yeah, I think they had a good chance of kind of like making a real investigation of this the first time around when a lot of this story came out. Whatever facet, like you just mentioned too, like as far as investigating the farm where the supposed wild boar came from, which doesn't make sense, like for a wild boar to be on a farm, but they could have done their due diligence then. They didn't. UCAD, BBBOC, VADA even, they're all like taking big time L's lately, man. Like, and that just shows like boxing, it's the safety of boxers, whatever have you, like it's not prominent in their eyes. And that's and I want to make it clear too, even though like Wilder is my guy, I know Wilder's your guy, but this doesn't get more emphasis because it's Wilder. But honestly, like, with these stories happening, it's not like really big in the news. Like the fanfare is getting in the media. Like, if anything, I remember when Deontay Wilder supposedly, when his brother pissed hot, it was like a way bigger story than this. Like, I mean, like, this is like the heavyweight champion of the world, the lineal champion, whatever, however you want to deem him. And like, this story is like kind of big, like where you got a guy like coming out and saying that that he was paid hush money, and it is receiving some fanfare, but not the level like that it should be receiving. And I agree with you, Mike, in that this story is going to get swept under the rug because the powers that be, like at UCAT and these drug testing organizations, don't want to besmirch their name more than it already is. And I think ultimately too, like that those drug testing organizations, I don't like, even though like BBOC is like more of a federal thing, but at the end of the day, like, it seems like it takes very little money or very little clout to sway them one way or another. Especially, with the BBOC, with what happened with Dillian White recently. I mean, that kind of like it seemed like a big deal, and we thought that Dillian White was caught red-handed, and it ended up amounting to nothing, and that was probably because of some payola that was happening behind the scenes.
Right.
So it's very disappointing. But that's sorry to say, man, it's boxing, bro. Like, like a lot of these testing that should be done really aren't done because the money's not there, or like a promoter has way more clout, or a boxer can make more demands, like where he could say, I don't want this kind of testing, that kind of, so that's what's wrong with the sport. I mean, and it's kind of like what's killing the sport, or what has it on life support.
Yeah. I mean, I had my buddy, he don't even watch boxing like that, and he even said Fury cheated. He didn't see all these videos that he's seen now. He was just saying, God damn, that motherfucker was using his elbows. He was choking the motherfucker. It was like I ain't never seen that shit before. But I was just like, hey man, this type of stuff happens in boxing, and people let it slide.
Well, Mike, to that point too, if you remember the Dillian White case, I mean, and I'm not like pumping like the gloves as being an excuse as to why he won or lost. Do I think Fury may have cheated? Absolutely. You know, I'm not gonna put it past it. When it comes to the gloves, like, do I think Fury may have cheated? I'm not gonna say yes or no based on like what I've seen. It looks very suspicious, but do I? You know, I'm not gonna say that there's that you know that he didn't cheat. Like it looks very fishy. But with Dylan White's case, it kind of like has the same thing going on where Dylan White supposedly had a change of gloves like in his fight last minute against Rivas, and then there was also a issue with UCAD or BBOC, and the UCAD issue was made a bigger deal of than the glove issue, and then both issues went away. And I think we may be seeing that here as well, where I mean, even though it was separate fights and whatnot, but what you were saying, like as far as like they may say, you know, he already had the 2 years served, so this is a done deal. It may be giving a shield to like the glove issue in the case, like similar to like how it did in the case of Dylan White when he fought Oscar Rivas.
I got a comment here. Jordan, can't pronounce the last name. I was gonna call him Jordan. Said, "It's a shame you have to pay more money for testing. They ain't paying no more money for testing. Go to the UCAT website. You can see how much money they pay. The problem is, you think somebody pay $20,000, $20,000 American for somebody to have a fight, a guy that's from the UK to have a fight in the UK. First of all, the guy that's doing the piss test ain't gotta get on these flights to these international flights. Yeah, they getting per diem and all this stuff, but still, the amount of money that they gotta pay to get these guys to come up in there to travel either on their dime or with a rental car, get a hotel room, get meals and incidentals or whatever you want to call it. That still won't equate for no $20,000. The dude is lying. Even if you pay somebody to fly, even if you pay 6 people to fly from the United States up over there, it's still not $20,000.
What do you mean, Mike? The people that are conducting the test and whatnot?
Yeah, I'm talking about UCAD. And then when you equate for it, how many fights do they have over here in the UK? How many UK fighters that fight under UCAD flying over here, and then UCAD knows that they still got to go get under VADA or something else with it because of these boxing commissions over here. So there's still some testing that's still being conducted. There's still a level of concurrency with the piss tests. See what I'm saying? And UCAD knows that. So they might do it onesies and twosies, but they ain't gonna keep doing it because there's still a level of fucking concurrence. You see what I'm saying? That's why I think Edward Hearn is a fucking liar. It's not like you fly. It's not like, okay, I can see Saudi Arabia. You ain't got nobody there. VADA ain't got nobody there. Blah, blah, whoop, whoop, whoop. Everybody got to fly people over there. And that's what I keep trying to tell people is that UCAD is just not for the fucking UK. See what I'm saying? Because some of these countries out here don't have boxing commissions. And then some of these countries out here, their boxing piss tests, organizations ain't on par. So they have to use UCAD. That's why when you read the UCAD rules, it has interested party and blah, blah, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's not talking about everybody else. It's talking about boxing organizations that's following UCAD rules. There's more than one boxing organization other than the triple BOC and UCAD. I mean, in the UK. Just like when you got France, just like when you got Germany and Russia. UCAD was doing piss tests for Russia because Russia couldn't be trusted. Because Russia got their own piss test organization, but UCAD swapped in to help out, to show transparency. But UCAD don't got no transparency. That's what people got to understand is the spectrum when it comes to these piss tests is, and the chain of custodies of these piss tests with all the people you got around here and stuff like that. Just like when you got these gloves issues around here, all these rules can be circumvented. Just because I don't know the game and you don't know the game, but obviously there's one thing for certain. If you could blame something on animal meat, especially when you know the animal meat runs a high risk of you popping for PEDs, why do you take it? Why do you ingest that in your body? If I knew that if I'm around weed and at a venue and the weed smoke is starting to burn my eyes, I'm thinking I'm getting in contact and I got a $20 million fight coming up, why would I be there? Why the fuck would I be there? Even though I know that ain't no such thing of a contact smoke, but why would I put myself through that risk? These cats knew. They knew now well ingesting that wild boar was going to do what? Increase their fucking testosterone levels and increase their nandrolone fucking levels. So you mean to tell me you knew you was going to increase your levels, right? Increase your levels of PEDs in your system, get popped for PEDs, and then blame it on the fucking pig. You knew. Because you ain't the first person that went through that. You ain't the first person that probably tried to blame it on some fucking meat. From deer antler to all kind of weird shit motherfuckers eat. Cow nuts, pig nuts, from all kind of shit motherfuckers ingest. You motherfuckers knew that when you ingest something like that, it was going to cause an increase that was going to draw a red flag. Because that's what happens when you take these piss tests. If you have high level of testosterone, it draws a red flag. And then guess what they do? They go to look for synthetics or anything that shows that you put something in your body, because that's the reason why they check the numbers. Everyone got some weird fucking number. Every PED got some weird fucking number, whatever attached to it that says is this. And then when they find out is this, then they test fucking further. To find out how did this guy pop. And he popped. And they fucking knew he was going to pop. They flat out knew. In order for you to make an excuse that it was the pig, you got to know that it was the pig or the fucking cow in Canelo's case that was going to make you fucking pop. You got to know. Just like if you took something from over the counter at GNC and you pop for PEDs, you know that, hey, man, goddamn, it must have been that. But before then, you knew that you can't take nothing at GNC over the counter unless it's fucking approved. You can't take no new shit without asking VADA, UCAD, or USADA, whoever, is this okay for me to take? You can't do it. He knew. There ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. With the gloves, he knew what he was doing. Why is one glove loose and the other one ain't? Look at the picture. One glove is loose at the wrist, and two fights, and one ain't. Why is that? You can't explain it. Nobody can explain it. Nobody can explain it. He knew what the fuck he was doing. And people want to come out here, they want to say, oh, Tyson Fury won, he just admitted. Oh, you must not listen to nobody's past videos. You must not understood that people already gave Tyson Fury his props. Him being a good boxer is not a question. A question is whether or not did he circumvent the rules, which is called cheating. If I'm a pitcher and I put grease on the fucking ball. Matter of fact, let's put it like this. If I'm playing fucking cricket and I put grease on the fucking ball on the ball while I'm fucking bowling, is that fucking cheating? Yes, the fuck it is. Yes, the fuck it is cheating. If I'm bowling in cricket and I'm trying to put all kind of notches, scrapes and scratches on the fucking ball, if I'm messing with that ball in any way that is not intended to be used, I'm fucking cheating. If I'm playing fucking if I'm playing darts and I show up to a game of darts with a non-approved motherfucking darts and it's called fucking cheating. If I'm messing with the machine to where is giving me a better advantage, it's called fucking cheating. If I'm stepping my foot over the fucking line, it's called fucking cheating. Especially when nobody catches. Especially when I know what I'm doing it. And then the camera thing, they can have the camera thing. And the reason why they can have the camera thing is because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened when the camera was covered up or turned off or whatever the case may be. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to leave that camera. I'm going to let them have that one. But I'm not going to let them have cheating. And I'm going to call it cheating. On that note, I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure y'all go out there, subscribe to L File Player. Make sure you guys go out there, subscribe to my boy, Laws Dawkins, the Pimpin'. Make sure you guys go out there and subscribe to Brooklyn Boxing Child, Stormy B Man, Tyrone, 78, Blue Blood Sports TV, Fanon, and everybody in the LDBC. And some of the guys that's out there that's not part of the LDBC that just give out good content that ain't haters on the LDBC or whatever the case may be. You go out there and subscribe who the hell you want to. But on that note, I'm going to get on these goddamn pork ribs. I'm cooking for Tyson Fury right now. And shout outs to the LDBC and everybody stay sucker free.